Good morning. Today we have a session on importance of yoga.
Good morning to you all. Today I am going to demonstrate Surya Namaskar, Chakrasan, Vrikshasana and Shirsasana. Now Chakrasana. Now Vrikshasana. Now Shirsasana. Thank you.
Namaskar, good morning. Today it's I Karate Munishing going to perform yoga in 20 ways. So let's start.
Really overjoyed to see my cadets practicing yoga at home. What is the secret of happiness and fulfillment? It is all being happy at heart. Our mind should be happy, our soul should be happy. That is the true happiness. Have you ever heard about ikigai? The Japanese concept of finding your purpose is the key to live a meaningful life. What is yoga? Yoga means controlling the mind, body, and soul. Now, let's see what are the benefits of yoga. Yoga, first of all, controls the mind and thoughts. It helps us to stay calm and remove anxiety, stress, and sadness. It improves our muscle flexibility, corrects our body posture and alignment, a very important factor. It provides better digestive system. So do yoga and live your life at the fullest.
People say yoga is difficult. But hold on, I'll be giving you tips on how it can be easy. A yogic lifestyle is key to a healthy, happy, and abundant life. You don't have to be a yogi to enjoy the benefits of a yogic lifestyle. So, if you're looking for more balance and clarity in your relationships, home, work life, or just want to improve the quality of your life as a whole, a yogic lifestyle is the answer. So, presenting to you 7 techniques, 7 easy, simple, and quick ways by which you too can enjoy a yogic lifestyle, for it's time to take your life to the next level. Number 1, find a style of yoga that you enjoy. In order to make yoga a part of your life, you'll need to enjoy it, you'll need to love it. Several major types of yoga to choose from. Number 2, wake up early and stretch. In my last video too, I spoke on the noteworthiness of getting up early. Yes, it has its benefits here also. Number 3, make natural and healthy food choices. Incorporate fresh, nourishing and unprocessed foods into your diet. Practice mindful eating and boost your antioxidant intake. Few suggestions include: create a yogic home environment. That's number 4. As an organized study can motivate you to be more productive, your meditation/yoga space should remind you of your intention to gain mental clarity and peace through the process. Choose a special area of your house, have a few plants around you, and bring in spiritual decor. This brings me to my next idea. Number 5, get out into the nature. Nature is one of the greatest healers. As the word yoga itself means complete union or connectedness with everything, it makes total sense that yoga is nature and nature is yoga. Number 6, start a self-practice. Don't wait for external motivation or encouragement or pressurization. Get started. Practice whenever you have time, but just try to keep it regular, like performing yoga around the same time every day. Number 7, don't stretch yourself too much. Almost everything has boundaries, except knowledge and the universe, I guess. Your body too has certain limits. Don't overdo them. Do how much you can. The extents will increase by itself. Let me now introduce you to the yoga postures, the yoga asanas, which yield rewarding results. I'm sure you know more than I. Anyways, I'll keep it brief. That reminds me of pranayama, easy breathing techniques that you can practice even while at work, and Surya Namaskar or the sun salutation. Essentially, passion and mindset play an important role in your yogic lifestyle. Now this is crucial. Living a yogic lifestyle means that you're kind to all creatures. Be compassionate, truthful, and be present. Leave behind all the pressure and worries of the day and concentrate on yourself. Now that's what is called meditation. What you should take away from this video is that you must embrace your inner yogi. By living a yogic lifestyle, you'll ultimately be able to break free from the negative and egoic-based thought patterns. Quieting that repetitive voice in your head and relaxing into self is a wonderful and a freeing aspect of a yogic lifestyle. I'd like to direct your attention towards a small section of research that I did. Yes, scientific evidence shows that yoga helps to improve heart health and reduce several risk factors for diseases. A study found that adult participants who practiced yoga have lower blood pressure and pulse rate than those who didn't. Let me bring in cortisol again. Yoga can help to ease stress and lower your levels of stress hormone cortisol. What's more, it also leads to a decrease in symptoms of anxiety. Furthermore, yoga helps fight depression, promotes sleep quality, and increases flexibility and balance. In addition, it improves the quality of your life as a whole. In the present context, yoga at home, yoga with family boosts your immunity and helps you fight respiratory tract infections. So, what's the conclusion? Open up and say Om. In a nutshell, practice yoga, love yoga as much as I love food. And I'd like to leave you with this. Is yoga a boon to us?
Good morning to one and all present over here. Respected Asha ma'am and all my dear friends. Today it's me, Cadet Amod, going to speak on the topic important life lessons to learn from Elon Musk. Elon Musk, who is famously called as Tony Stark of 21st century. He is known for building efficient transport rockets which are energy efficient and cost less for maintenance, and they can be reused. And he runs companies such as SpaceX, Tesla, and many more. And his main aim is to send humans to Mars. And he was also declared as most richest person in the world on January 7th, 2021. I am going to tell you 3 life lessons which can be learned from him. The first lesson to be learned is use your interest to start your career. As Elon Musk was bright since his beginnings, he was very much intelligent in physics and he was very much fascinated about space. So he didn't think about anything and chose to start a company called SpaceX. And now it is one of the finest companies in the world and is one of the greatest men. So you have to choose your career based on what you like, not on anyone's pressure. The second lesson is own your work. Elon would have easily worked for Toyota or Boeing or any companies to build his hybrid technology to make spacecrafts. But he knew that his groundbreaking ideas wouldn't work there due to the pressure of others. So he decided to build his own company and own his work. So now he made some groundbreaking ideas and it is very successful. The third and most important lesson is never give up. Many people were against the space travel and against Elon Musk, but he never gave up. His 3 of the rockets were failed and his fundings were 0, but he never chose to give up. He tried hard and finally he made a rocket which can be reused and which can be re-landed, and it was a revolution. So you should never give up in your life and move on. At last, I would like to say is inspiration is the key factor to boost your life, as Nelson Mandela was also inspired by Mahatma Gandhi. Thus, I would like to conclude my speech. Thank you.
Good morning to you all, respected Asha ma'am and all my dear friends. Today it's me, K. Pranil, going to speak on the topic leisure and its importance. Leisure plays a vital role in everyone's life. The observation says that we must beat the iron when it is hot and we can shine it during leisure. Best explains the relationship between work and time. Leisure is unoccupied time in which we can do enormous activities. It is a short paragraph on a written page or a printed page. It is a kind of break for many people who do continuous work and labor. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy is a well-known saying. This quote says us that if you do continuous work for a longer period of time, then you would get bored. At that time, leisure time is necessary. Leisure time is also considered as for a time for relaxation, and it is important to utilize the leisure time. Nowadays, due to the increase in technology, we get more amount of leisure time. Imagine a sword which has 2 edges. The same way, leisure also has uses and misuses, but it is important to utilize the leisure time. You can utilize the leisure time in doing many enormous activities like playing football, doing hobbies, writing, and making a habit of reading newspapers. You should never be idle during leisure, because if you are idle during leisure, you will get turned into devil's principles. Because a famous quote says that an idle man is a devil's workshop. Thus, to conclude, I want to say that Never be idle during leisure because you'd get interned into devil's principles, and we should try our level best to enhance our character during leisure. Thank you.
All present to you, respected Asha ma'am and all my dear friends. Today, it's me, Kid Ganesh from Roaring Tiger, going to speak on the topic forgiveness. Forgiveness means to forget someone's bad deed or mistake and don't punish him or her on that bad deed. Sometimes a person performs such act which is damaging for us, hurt us, or anyone does such mistake which make our life or part of life tough. And when we in response to it or that mistake or act, if we try to we try to take revenge, then it can damage on the both sides. For example, if we fight and try to take revenge, which means we do the same bad deed do the same bad deed which the other did. There will be no difference between him and me. And secondly, if we forgive someone, then we are at higher place. There will be no damage to our self-respect. Instead, we become more respectable. When we avoid forgiveness, a feeling to take revenge always resides in us, which may cause frustration and affect our personality. If we forgive someone his bad deeds, we feel light, our heart and mind become relaxed, and it has a great impact on our personality. If we think national and international level, then forgiveness and revenge play a very important role. As a result of some kind of revenge, there will be wars. If you go in the past, then you can imagine. You can imagine if Draupadi would have forgiven Kauravas and would not have an intention to take revenge, then there would be no war of Mahabharata, and many lives would have saved. And one more such example is, you may all know the story of Jesus Christ, when he was punished for no reason and when he was hanged for this. At last of his life, he said, "Oh Father, please forgive them all for what they are known and what they are doing." So here Jesus Christ tells us to forgive all and love each other. So at last, I hope you all forgive all others, whether it may be your junior, your senior, your parents, your bestie. You try to forgive all for their mistakes. So at last, I hope you all forgive each other and love each other. By saying this, I conclude my speech. Thank you.
Success is a state of mind. If you want success, then start thinking of success. A very pleasant morning, one and all present over here, respected Asha ma'am and all my dear friends. Today, it's I, Cadet Nikhil Kumar from Vijayanagaros, going to speak on the topic Action Speaks Louder Than Words. Action speaks louder than words. It's a well said saying. If I have to describe this in a simplest terms, then it is that no matter what you speak, but your action and doings will have a greater impact. This age-old proverb has a beautiful thing to convey. One who boasts about his work lacks determination. But the one who let his or her work do the speak, then that person is well determined one. The action and performance of every person have a lot more strength than mere words. For achieving success in life, one must act upon it rather than just talking about it. One cannot climb Mount Everest just by speaking about it and doing nothing. Efforts are always required for achieving something great in life. We all are in the world of making habits of making New Year resolutions. More than often, most of us fail to achieve what we are committed for and are prone to follow the sluggish course of work. We forget our goals and don't take action on the words that we have spoken. On the other hand, we are the people who let his or her work speak, then that person is more often trustworthy. That person's actions helps build the trust nearby them, trust of the people nearby them. The most accurate example of this statement can be when a child learns from their parents. The child learns from their parents' actions. They learn actions that their actions tell, not by their words. That means the child learns actions of their parents, not the words. For building any form of relationship, trust is extremely important, not blindly. I repeat, for building any form of relationship, trust is extremely important, but not blindly. At last, I want to say that please don't go through the words of don't go through the words of people. Please look at their action and then judge them. At last, I want to quote a thought for you. Positive attitude is a person's passport for a better tomorrow. I repeat, positive attitude is a person's passport for a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Good morning to one and all, respected Asha ma'am and all my dear friends. Today it's I Cadet Pawan Kumar from Majestic Lions here to speak on the topic corruption and evil of our society. In one aspect or other, we all have come across the word corruption. So let me explain you what is corruption according to political ideology's definition. Corruption is a form of dishonest or criminal offense undertaken by a person or an organization to acquire illicit benefit and abuse power for one's private gain. This seems lengthy and confusing, right? Most simply, corruption is a dishonest behavior practiced by members like higher officials, government officials, or government workers. This is how people with power ruling the world by violating certain people's rights and privileges. I heard that every dog has a day, but I don't know when this corruption has its day. This unsatisfying and dishonest term has been prevalent in India since years, and the main cause for this continuation of corruption since years in India is the link between bureaucrats, politicians, and criminals. Gone are the days when bribes were given if things are wrong, may it be a minor issue or a life-threatening one, a small child or an adult person. From a school-going boy to a working person, all have seen and have fallen prey to corruption. If a person wants to get into a government sector job when he is not qualified enough for it, then he can get it quickly by giving some bribes to higher officials. And I would like to give one example where few parents would have experienced it. When a parent wants his child to get admission in a reputed school or college when he is not eligible for that, then a bribe is the door opener. Seems pathetic, right? But this is the sad truth that is going on in these days. From getting admitted to a reputed school or college to getting numerous votes in election, everything includes corruption. Many people would be thinking that corruption only occurs in well-established and sophisticated cities, but that's not the case. It occurs throughout the India. Every problem has some causes. In same way, corruption has too some causes, which I would like to enlist them now. The first one is greed of money. Second one is poverty. Third one is lack of values and ethics. Fourth one is political instability. Fifth one is gender inequality. And the sixth one is lack of education. Every problem has some solutions, but it depends whether you want to solve it or not. Same thing happens with corruption, whether you want to solve it or not. But remember, if you don't solve it, it is like accepting it. So I would like to tell some ways by which corruption can be reduced. First one is people should report immediately whenever a corruption is going on at some place without any delay. Second one is all this government, non-government, public, private and educational should unite together and stand against this evil. Third one is all these media and advertising groups should educate people against this corruption regularly. And fourth one is additional education about the social issues should be given in school for children so that there could be a better citizen for tomorrow. To conclude, corruption is making life worse of a common man, and he is the only person who should raise his voice against this. Only he cannot do it. We all should join hands with him. People should not make a change, rather they should be the change. Because respect is for those who deserve it and not for those who demand it. So let us all join our hands and stand in favor of a common man and not of corruption. So let's decide to be a loyal, faithful and valuable citizen of our country. Thank you one and all.
Namaskar. With the rising sun today, I would like to introduce you to the 5 AM Club. Basically, it is a book written by Robin Sharma. But on a broader field of view, I call it the community of those people who are early risers, who rise before the sun. No, it's not a group of people where people go for exercise at 5 AM, but it's more abstract, like a state or a condition. Quote unquote Robin Sharma, own your morning, elevate your life. Getting up early in the morning is shown to increase the capability and quality of work of that person greatly. This amazing insight has inspired me so deeply that I too am now a member of this elite squad. One benefit of getting up early in the morning is that it reduces stress. One could start a day on a more optimistic note and get heaps of mental fitness. Not only does it increase sleep quality, but is also shown to help a student get better grades. Apart from this, it helps your skin glow. Get rid of those dreaded dark circles and enjoy your quietude alone, where many are weak at. One main importance of getting up early in the morning is that it makes you way lot happier. Hold on to that thought, I'll get back to it later. You may ask me, how does getting up early in the morning help your career, your craft, your business? Let me focus on students. Getting up early in the morning is shown to increase the concentration and memory power of people greatly. Children get better at studies. On the dim side, people who have less hours of sleep are prone to low levels of energy and creativity. On the other hand, getting up early for business persons, or rather adults, helps them accomplish their tasks during the time when they don't feel distracted, as people are most alert during the beginning hours of the day. Let me now introduce or let you into the secret of how to get up early in the morning, the techniques. Yes, getting up early in the morning is a dreaded and painful task for many. I've even seen memes saying, "Today my bed wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home to take care of it." Well, that's funny, isn't it? But wait, I have a few easy tactics for you to master this mammoth task. 1. Maintain a strict but a flexible schedule that restricts you to at least 2 no technology zones a day, one in the morning and one in the evening. Start gradually, getting up half an hour earlier than you normally would in the beginning, and then so on. 3. Keep your alarm clock away from your bed so that you cannot slap it shut as soon as it screeches. Before that analytical brain of yours starts giving you excuses on why you should sleep more, jump right out of bed. Reward yourself with prizes, with small prizes on getting up early in the morning. It's time that I introduce you to the magical 66-day rule. All change is hard at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. It is indeed scientifically proven that anything you do for 66 continuous days reaches the automaticity point, after which it is a habit. You do it, even if you feel you cannot. Well, is there an apt schedule for your victory hour, the 1 hour after you get up? Yes, of course, claims Robin Sharma. After optimally rising at 4:45 am, from 5 am to 5:20 am, you could do intense exercise, sweat, and hydrate deeply. This will increase your dopamine and cortisol. From 5:20 am to 5:40 am, reflect, journal, meditate, plan for your day, pray, feel grateful, and enjoy your greatness. From 5:40 am to 6 am, grow, listen to audiobooks, watch motivational and educational videos. This victory hour routine will surely aid you in your journey to success. I'm sure you'd twist for scientific proof to accept such a horrendous schedule. Well, actually it's not. Do you remember that I said that getting up early in the morning can actually make you happier? Yes, it's really true. Dopamine, the happiness and pleasure hormone in humans, is at its highest level during this pocket between 4 am and 6 am. Also, cortisol, the fear hormone, is at its lowest during this period. In short, it is the best combo for you to nurture your inner genius. Still need proofs? Yes, I have it. A study in 2014 for 120 people claims that people who rise up before the sun have better skills to deal with negativity, all thanks to the low levels of cortisol maintained throughout the day. A disclaimer. Getting up early in the morning it doesn't at all mean that you need to get less hours of sleep. Sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours a day with power naps of 10 to 20 minutes for 2 to 3 times a day, which leaves you feeling refreshed and more alert throughout the day. To make yourself the quintessential lifelong genius, you need to balance your schedule that you work and rest in the correct proportions. At last, I would like to share a few positive words. Success comes to those who have the willpower to win over the snooze buttons. Thank you very much. Own your morning, elevate your life.